how are you today? As you see, if you see me, it's Tuesday and Thursday, but as you can see, if you've been kind of like watching my channel, been with me, just got with me, you can see it's a lot of inconsistency, but be with me right now. As we know, it is so much going on in the world right now, starting with COVID-19 and now a death of George Floyd has really caused things for an uproar, which I think is for the good because it's time for a lot of change. But right now, with that being going, with all that stuff going on, literally trying to keep your head together is the most important thing. This video I'm talking about is how to deal with your herpes diagnosis in a pandemic. How are you today? If you're seeing me, which is beliefs, anything about outbreaks, this is the series that you're gonna learn everything you can learn. If you feel like I'm leaving something out, please go in the comment. Like, who told you that desire was normal? Who told you that watching that was fine? Who told you that? If God said it in the beginning of the word, just how many times have the devil told you something was normal? Hey guys, how are you today? So I'm so excited. You know who I am. I'm Belize Spivey, the world area, and let me know, like, Belize, do a video on this, or Belize, do a video on that. And best believe, guys, I'm gonna do what I do best, is make a video about it. So I want to tell you guys, I appreciate everybody. I'm loving on everybody. I'm happy you guys are loving the how do you deal with herpes in the midst of a world crisis? And I think this is very important because at the end of the day, this is not something somebody talk about because we have not been having major crises, except individuals who dealt with like September 11, like I have, but I was young, I was in middle school. You know, it's people who was up in age who dealt with certain things, so they would they didn't really have a template, or they didn't have a guide. They kind of just learned how to deal with it. So the difference with me today is I'm going to prepare y'all for this. I kind of want to give y'all ideas. Now, I'm not saying everything I'm saying is right, but I am saying that for you to get through this, you need to have some type of blueprint. It's like, look, we're going to write some down, let's use this, and we're going to add to it as we go on. And as the world continue to go on, I will come back and back and back and back and back with any other crises that may go on in this world. As we know, we're coming to the end of it. But anyway, as we go on, I am going to continue to add on to what I am talking about today. So, with having a herpes diagnosis in a crisis, it's important that you focus on your psychological health. Now, right now, psychological health is up for arms for everybody, because right now everybody angry in some type of way, or people are irritated or frustrated because of what is going on. You have control over your mind, and as we know, psychological health affects our herpes outbreaks. It affects us with living with herpes. If our mind is not right, if our stress is too high, if we're lacking sleep, any of that thing, it can cause us to have outbreaks. So it's a constant reminder for us that we have to keep our psychological health in check. And I'm going to say this to you. If you were still struggling with that, just say if you've been dealing with that for a while now, even before your herpes diagnosis, this is an amazing time to finally get it right. It's an amazing time to get the help you need. Information, all this stuff is so like given to you now. You just have to do the work and really be consistent with trying to do better for yourself. Not looking for an overnight miracle, but looking for an everyday on my way better than before, and I know what to do to prevent from going back to where I was before. Okay? So for my individuals who are new on my channel, and it's your, you just received your diagnosis in 2020, this is a lot. Like, 2020 has been super interesting for everybody, and for you to catch herpes in the midst of all this craziness, I know your head is wet. I know your head ain't right. I know you're stressed. I know you're worried. I know you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm so stressed. I don't know what to do. Especially if you don't lost your job. Especially if all these other things have happened. I can only imagine how hard this herpes diagnosis is for you. But just like I told the individuals who had it before, psychological health is the key. That's why I'm starting with that first. That is your foundation. Without healthy, if your healthy is different for everybody, but I will say healthy for you, okay? I'm going to say that healthy for you, a very healthy psychological health. And when I say healthy, I mean literally you allow yourself to feel, okay? But you know why you feel what you feel. If I can ask you why you feel what you feel and you say you don't know, then you're not in a healthy state with your psychological health. You should always know what you're feeling. That's how you go to a therapist. Typically typically go to a therapist because you kind of don't know why you are in the life you're in, or go to a life coach. You have no clue why you're where you are. You kind of can't figure out how to get out of it and all this stuff like that. So it's very, very, very vital that you know what you feel, why you feel, and really pinpoint that time after time after time. Right now, it's going to be kind of difficult at times to kind of figure that out. It's going to be at times it's going to be difficult, but it's okay. It's okay. And I think sometimes we think we got to have it all together. We got to have it all perfect. And I got to know everything. No, some days you're going to not know. But my whole thing, that's when you seek out help. So that goes into the next phase of, you know, dealing with herpes in the pandemic, or dealing with herpes in a crisis. It's getting proper support. I know y'all are sick of hearing this, but I don't think y'all listen to me in the back. I'm telling you, it's the same. It's just 10 times more support, because number one, you're dealing with all this stuff that's going on in the world that literally can cause you to lose your life in some shape or form, or it's you're upset about the injustice that we're dealing with, and then dealing with yourself. I truly tell you, you have to have support. And I'm talking about real support. Yeah, friends and family is great, but sometimes your friends and family can literally be your worst enemy when it comes to your psychological health. They can, like your psychological health, they can literally add to it. They can cause more fears. They can add more doubt and insecurities. They can literally, you could be at a good place and flip you upside down, like literally. So my whole thing is, be careful who you're talking to. You know, talk to people who are where you want to be or above you. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this again. Talk to people who are where you want to be or above you. Now, I'm not saying that your friends ain't on your level, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying none of that. Don't take that crap personal. If you do, that's your problem. But I just do want you to understand, you need to talk to people where you want to be and higher, because if you don't, you're going to be where you're talking at. You're not going to have the language to speak higher. You're not going to have the language or the thought process or the optimism to think higher and bigger and know it's possible if you're not talking to somebody where you want to be or higher. I'm not saying that, you know, it has to be me. It don't have to be herpes related. It could be somebody that you just love their mindset, and you know they don't been through some things, and you don't been through you don't have similar emotions like they had. You're like, you know what, I like how they got through this. I like how they think. Okay, figure out how they think and get there. Get there. Don't think it's going to happen overnight. No, just don't think that part. You know, but at the end of the day, I want you to understand proper support is vital. As y'all know, I am here for you guys. I am y'all STD life coach. That's what I do. I will support you with your psychological health. I will support you with, you know, learning what herpes is, how it moves, why it's what it is. And also I will help you overcome the stigma of herpes. So that's what I'm here for. I'm also a certified life coach. So if you're like, Belize, look, I got you, but I think, you know, this pandemic is just getting the best of me. I know a lot of you guys have lost a lot of loved ones in the midst of it, or have been an individual with COVID. I have had many of my personal clients have COVID and literally almost lose their lives, and also lose their families, or have lost families. So I can only imagine how difficult that is. Also, for my individuals who are up in uproar about George Floyd, I'm telling you, our mind is our game, y'all. Like, we gotta keep our mind in check, because that anger will get us hurt out here. Like, it'll cause us to be in worse crap than we've ever been. I'm not saying that we cannot be angry. I'm saying be angry, but be strategic with your anger. Okay? So with that being said, guys, I really want us to understand psychological health, then support, and then the last thing is just being hopeful. And I know that's kind of like out the realm. Like, you would think, like, why are you talking about hope? You know, I think that go with psychological health. No, it's separate. Let me tell you why it's separate. Your psychological is very much controlled by your inner and your outer. Okay? Your hope is fully controlled by you. Woo! That was good! Okay? That was good. I don't shock myself. That was hot. Okay, but at the end of the day, your psychological health is affected by internal and external things, and your hope is only affected by your internal. What you hope for, what you hope to see in the future, what you hope to see for your life, what you hope to see in your relationships, what you hope to see in the research in herpes, all of that is up to what you feel and what you feel like you're capable of doing to make that happen. Okay? Okay? You got to get some hope in you. I know right now the world is looking crazy, but I have hope that my people are going to be unified. I have hope that I'm going to do what I need to do, using my voice and using my platform to say the truth and prepare us for what's coming. I have the hope that I am going to do what I need to do to obtain certain things that I can be an assistant to my community. I have that hope. I have the hope that I'm raising my boys to be very much prepared for what we see each and every day. And I'm talking about mentally and physically. Okay, to protect themselves. I have that hope that can happen, but I'm also doing something about it. Okay, so hope also requires you thinking it, believing it, and then you moving on it. So that's what a lot of people struggle with. Like, you hope, oh, I hope that things get better, and I hope I get this, but then you don't do nothing. You know what happened to your hope? It becomes depression. Because at the end of this point, you hopeless. Ooh, that's good, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all better listen to me. You become hopeless because you're not acting. Hope requires action. That's how you keep the hope going. You keep the hope alive if you're moving. But you'll kill that hope if you ain't moving, okay? You'll kill that hope if you stop believing. Okay, so those are the 3 things I want to bring up to you guys. I think it's so vital. I think those 3 are so vital. Your psychological health, proper support, where you want to go, where you want to be, and your 3rd thing is your personal hope, your internal hope, and the action that you will do to get to that hope. So I love you guys. I hope this video truly helped you. Please share this with other people. Share it in the groups if you're in any groups. Please share it. If you need me, you know I am. www.stdlifecoach.com. You can book all your sessions there. You can get your outbreak products. All of those are there. You can get everything there, guys. I love you, and I'm telling you, go over to my Instagram if you need to. I mean, hey, if you want to follow me on Instagram or you want to talk to me through Instagram real quick, go to STD Life Coach and you'll find me. Whoop, I'm the only one, so you'll be able to find me. And you know, like the page, hit me up in the DM, and let me help you. Please let me help you. Don't go through this pandemic. Living with herpes in this pandemic could be very difficult if you do not use these 3 things. So I love you. See you soon. Bye.